Warning, this podcast contains material not suitable for younger audiences, and some material that's not suitable for older audiences. If you're part of any age group, we've found a way to offend you. Run while you still can. We are the hapless heroes.
You guys make me this way.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. I'm Francesco, and I will be your host and DM. We have a lovely cast of characters. You know and love them, ? On my left, we have James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
Massimo as Morton Mac, a.k.a. Gorgeous Mort.
Just me and the old ball and chain.
Oh, boy.
Sweet Jesus.
Dave as Zero, Valen's Avatar of War.
Greetings and salutations.
Mike as Lord and Captain Gwyn Southwind.
Pew pew!
And John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Remember when I murdered that thing, Hoblet?
Oh, that was glorious.
Zach and Paradale are missing this episode, as we heard from last week, where the clip told him to literally just abandon you guys.
So
While
he
you
didn't
were
come
fighting.
back?
Yeah, that clip is a
He
bitch.
didn't come back?
He has not come back.
He would not know we would be finished.
He probably thinks we're still fighting.
Who knows?
And so we'll hear from him at some point next week.
So in recap,
yeah.
we killed the Beholder, Jarrell saved the people, Mort proposed, Zero did a lot of damage and killing, but
Yeah, we're
I'm pretty
blowing-
sure Jarrell was the one that killed it.
Yeah, so we're blowing right past also the part where Mort proposed to Magda.
No, that was in there.
And she agreed literally just so that, you guys could get the fuck out of there. And I think that I just don't think it's she's kind of, no.
Well, thanks for minimizing my beautiful occasion.
It was pretty beautiful.
Thank you.
Did she agree to, hand stuff?
No, nothing.
No.
Literally
No
nothing.
physical
Like,
contact.
don't touch me.
We don't touch each other.
It's an agreement. They're both on the
Yeah.
same page.
It is a protection agreement.
Does he get to watch her change?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
It's so fucking creepy.
We're seldomly in the same room.
I mean, it's his wife, so...
No.
No. He literally gave her a piece of string with a troll tied to it.
Right.
Like, the only agreement here is yeah, cool, protect me, I guess.
Don't get me wrong, I love her. But no funny business.
So
may I remind us, we are here to
help some people.
gas.
And source some natural
we
gas.
need to find the gas.
Well, I mean-
Right. You've looted the lair of this beholder. You've gotten a tremendous amount of gold and some really fun and fancy magical items. And
So are we splitting the gold?
By the
5
way,
ways?
every time you say that, I think you have to shoot a magic
No, I
missile.
have to point the finger first.
he has to point the finger.
has to be-
I can say it all I want.
Yeah.
Well,
but
his
I have to
finger's
point the
always
finger.
pointing somewhere at some point.
I mean, I wouldn't overuse
Lame.
it, just in case.
So I'm just saying, you just say pew pew at the wrong time. You might
It's very
yes.
true.
you might shoot a missile.
Hilarious or absolutely detrimental. So I'm going to open us back up into this very strangely spherical room, which now, as this beholder has been dead for a little bit now, you can start to see it kind of almost taking back a normal shape, like it's slowly shifting, like your eyes kind of hurt looking at it.
hurt.
Yeah, because it's like, it just looks so weird. Like it's like a perspective that you've never experienced before as this room begins to slowly flatten.
Okay.
Can we get out of here?
It's not dangerous. It doesn't.
Oh.
The ground doesn't shake. It's literally just your perspective that's changing.
Well,
Before you say anything, Mort,
okay.
Jarrell has been healing the people here, who were affected by what appears to be some mind control spell, as Jarrell's newly found retainer, Franz the Soother, has explained. And one of the people in this crowd is Dilbertram, your bond company stooge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
I
him.
did forget about him. Yeah.
Where have you been?
You
buddy?
did your job. He said, pretend like I'm not here. So, congratulations, you finally fucking succeeded.
Well, I'm going to ask
Well,
him
I mean,
a bunch
we
of
were kind
questions.
of distracted.
Yeah.
Jarrell is the first person who notices him because no one else bothered to, and Jarrell is just kind of making his rounds and healing the people. So he sits down and he sees you, Jarrell. And he has this, like, terrified look on his face. Not at you, but just, like, as he's taking in his surroundings and he's conscious once again.
Ah, good to see you survived, Mr. Stooge. How are you doing? Good, I'm glad. And Jarrell's just gonna keep making his way through the crowd.
Yeah, you see him as you walk away just pull out his notepad and begin writing again.
Okay.
I like how you called him Mr. Stooge too. That's rich.
Who called him Mr. Stooge?
Jarrell did.
I completely missed that.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that.
Bond Stooge.
Zero also walks by. Yeah, doesn't really make any eye contact, but just as he's passing him, just kind of says down to him, "Yes, it's pretty much like this every day," and then keeps walking.
You see him you actually see him write the words as he's walking away. It's pretty much like this every day. Mort, you were going to say something. The people here have kind of come to their senses a bit, and now everyone's just a bit confused.
Well, I would just like to address them as a whole, and and in a very clear and level-headed way, ask them how they all, just if they can generally explain how they all got here to begin with. Just,
200 people.
Well,
It's not
20
too, it's like
people.
30, 20, 30 people.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, just like raise your hand, like we just want to know more, obviously. Because we're all stuck here. We're still underground, like.
The elder pipes up. And he says, "Oh my, it feels good to have control of my faculties back. I could see you before, but I couldn't speak to you. I just wanted to scream. You have saved us. We are a community of former ne'er-do-wells,
I'm not sure what that means.
unscrupulous individuals who have decided to band together and just create a home, a community, away from all of the things that ailed us, to find a purpose. And we unfortunately settled upon the land's lair of, well, that thing." And he points up at the beholder that's now, like, kind of just slumped onto the ground. "And it made us do terrible things to drive travelers away, to bring more in. This started as a peaceful community." And he looks over at the shards of ice that are now melting on the ground, and appears that we lost some in the battle. And
Does Mort kind of giggle?
Mort
at
gets
what he did?
Mort gets a little sheepish as he says that. And I go, "You didn't happen to see what happened to them, did you?"
I did,
You could see us, he just couldn't talk to us.
but I understand that things were dangerous. And while I am deeply saddened by the loss of our compatriot Stu,
Stew.
Stew.
Oh, I
He
missed
was-
Stew already.
he was a good one. And,
Chili and soup?
what?
I'll just stand over here.
And, his voice kind of quakes a bit. "We do appreciate that you've saved us, but I must ask, on behalf of my people, what is it that you intend to do with us now?"
And I'm gonna like pipe up to Jarrell. Jarrell, what are we here for again?
Master Prophagus, we are...
Elder is fine. You
Elder
don't. I'm no
Prophagus.
master of anything.
We have been sent here by the Omega Project to extract some of your natural gas. Would it be amenable to you if we were to set up more industry around this area? It could provide you with jobs, a decent living.
We have tried to escape society for a while. It'd be very difficult to have people working. I mean, I think our people have honest work working the land.
Yes.
What guarantees can you make that we will still retain ownership of this land?
I'm sure a contract could be provided to you by one of our members that would allow it for you to keep control of the land as long as you sold a certain portion of it to the Omega Project.
I don't even know what that is, but okay. You seem like a very reasonable fellow, but it's just a very hard decision for me. I'd like for you to make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuade the shit out of them.
17.
I mean, he feels that you're very genuine and
Yeah.
that you will be looking out for their interests.
Right.
I'm counting on you. You said your name was Jarrell.
Lord Jarrell, the light.
Oh,
of
my
House
lord, I'm
Pass.
so sorry. Forgive my manners. It's
You, of
been a
course,
while
forgiven.
since we've lived in a proper society. It's hard to remember all of the rules about titles and how to address the noble people. We thank you for your generosity and kindness.
Quinn is doing what from the other side of the
I'm also gonna pipe into this guy and be like, don't talk to Quinn.
Why would you just throw that in there?
Because if he's having a hard time like just with Lord Jarrell the Light, he's gonna have a real issue with Lord and Captain Quinn Southwick. The whatever.
The man
the
has a
bizarre
I was
point.
gonna say the exact same.
I haven't even said anything and I'm already being attacked. Holy fuck.
I just
The fact that you would interpret that as an attack is its own issue.
Oh my god.
What's your personality AC?
2.
I think we've penetrated that. Yeah.
My ego gets bruised very easily. If you didn't already know that.
So
he's pretty much just agreeing to see if we can come up with some terms of an agreement.
yes, I would like to see this agreement and make sure it would be of the benefit to my people as well. I understand that there's an interest here. I mean, you seem like a very righteous individual. I say you bear the holy symbol of Our Lady.
Ah, you worship Valen.
Yes, everyone here is human, by the way. So like they're all like part of that new like wave of, because human lives are short. She's the new fad, you know what I'm saying?
You saying Valen's a fad?
Yeah. Valen's kind of like the big new religion.
What does
these
this
days.
guy? What does this guy look like? This
Old, kind of hunched over again.
and there's 20 of them.
There was 23.
Okay.
I killed 3 of them. Yeah.
2 of them were 3 of them were with us.
Yeah.
Zero kind
That's
of walks
17
up a little
others.
unobtrusively behind Lord Jarrell, leans down and whispers, "We have a standard boilerplate licensing agreement. Let me go fetch one."
Oh, good. Zero even has one on him.
He probably
Yes.
does.
Does
And
Zero
can
have like?
operate as an agent both of Valen and of the Omega Project.
How pleased are they to hear this?
Does he have like a fax machine that's like built into him? It's just like a paper just starts like shooting out of Zero.
That enhancement hasn't been built in yet.
Okay. We're working on it.
13.
But I mean,
I have that authority as a project lead.
Yes. So he can just install it on himself.
Because that would be very helpful at this point.
Dave, Zero, I'll even tell you right now, if you want to have install a mini printer on you that literally just auto prints ink magically,
Fantastic.
that will cost you 100 gold
We just got like 10,000 of
in
it.
2 hours.
Worth every
Okay.
penny.
2. So we took 2,000 each, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm assuming we just.
Are you
we
leaving
just
some for
split them.
Peridot?
He ran away.
Are we?
Yeah.
He did.
Away from
No,
the
no,
He
no.
fought, shot, and whipped this thing.
Correct. And we all
then
know.
ran away.
How
But we
about-
all understand this clip.
Listen,
Like, it's
let me put it
controlling
this
him.
way.
Yes.
He deserves gold.
We will hold on to 2,000 each, and if we just happen to forget next session to give
Can-
him any of it,
Can we take like
I'm
It is
writing
what
it
it
down.
is.
Can
I'm
we
writing
take
down.
like 100 extra out of his cut for all of us? Is everybody in agreement to that?
I mean, I'm definitely okay with paying.
It's pretty fucked up when he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
I don't mind giving him part of the money.
Just cut him in like
We
he
should give. Yeah, we should definitely give him a ton of money. But
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Like he was very, very obviously under the influence of an outside force.
Correct.
He wasn't running off on his own.
Right.
Correct.
but he still ran
Everyone's,
off.
yeah, but wacky hijinks like that
Right,
happen
because
all of
I
us.
said that. Because he can't be here.
That it's metagame
So-
knowledge.
Right.
So
That's
what
very true.
percentage? I mean, what are we talking about?
A
An
6.
equal share?
You guys could figure that out maybe next time.
Right.
Just,
We'll negotiate with him
exactly.
when he's back.
Okay. That's good. I like that. We'll leave it there. But so I guess, like, do you guys try to get out of here now? Like, what's your next course of action?
Yeah, I
You've
guess
kind of reached an agreement with the people.
Okay.
Magda has at least agreed to come along for safety.
Jarrell is praying with all the people as they sign the contract of their god's weapon of war and the Science people.
Basically, in the contract is set up to provide equipment. They retain ownership over the land, but have leased it to the Omega Project. They will be making 3 times the money they were
Can I
doing
just-
it normally,
with-
but with
Right.
this machinery for about no extra responsibility.
With my charisma, can I roll to make sure they're all cool with it, or do I even have to?
No, I'm saying you're
Okay,
good.
they're good with it.
It's a good, generous, everyone wins contract.
Good.
We just think we have at least one person
So-
who is not morally corrupt. Is all I'm saying.
Why don't we just leave her here then?
You're talking about Mort's wife.
Right.
You might have to persuade me to leave my newlywed
You're not.
wife.
You're not newlywed.
Don't even like her.
We are.
You're newly engaged. You do
Jarrell
understand
is
how weddings
offering
work.
marriage counseling if you'd like to, but it's gonna take months for you to actually tie the knot.
And there
with
was
this
no
girl.
proper ceremony. Like,
Right.
you've just essentially given her a promise to.
A
Literally,
promise ring with a.
literally, no one wants me to be happy.
No, we want you to be happy, but you kind of have to work for it, and like not be a dick.
Mort is showing
I
some
don't know how-
classic
I-
signs of
I-
personality disorder.
First off, I thought that I was very cordial.
Yeah, and see that's the problem, and maybe there will be some lessons learned along the way.
So I'm just
down
gonna
this
leave her
road.
here?
No, you're
That's-
not. She's coming with
yeah,
you
That's what I thought.
She's
to
expecting
be
your
protected
protection.
by all of you,
Well,
mostly
okay.
Zero and Jarrell. They seem
Probably,
capable,
yeah.
and they've been nice to the people that she once spent her time with.
Zero is awkward to her, but
Yeah,
whatever.
well,
But I mean, still,
better than Mort. I suppose.
working out an agreement like that,
I've
that's
been
very,
very kind to her.
very honorable.
Tell me
Yes,
a time
and
where I
you've
wasn't
also
kind to her.
wantonly murdered people. Like it's just like there's a lot of sides to the Mort coin. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of
No,
layers
there's
to
there's
that
two
onion.
sides to
Yeah.
a coin.
Do you know what you
And-
don't realize?
One side is like I can see there's a kindness there, but the other side is just horrific.
Yeah.
Well, we're not. You mentioned how recently Stu and Magda had become very close, and you just froze him.
Right.
That's
death.
not even mean
Oh.
to her. Yeah, they were friends.
You didn't
we
hear
didn't
that,
talk
but
about that.
someone mentioned that. Yeah,
Right.
Was
just
Stu
now.
the baby daddy?
No,
I hope
No,
not.
But he
she
knew the
she hasn't
baby
actually
daddy.
told you, and she
Right.
has absolutely no intentions of really opening up to any of you until
I'm
you
not
prove
gonna
yourselves. to be
I do
nice.
have a lot of questions about that.
I'm sure you
Question
do, being the
one.
man about to marry her.
Who is it?
Don't actually care.
I'm
don't
just
either.
saying.
Hoblet couldn't care less
Yeah.
about this pregnant
There's-
woman or her baby.
There's so many things that I care about more.
But
Well,
I mean, as
actually-
a guy with father issues, obviously,
Uh-huh.
if you've listened to any other
Yep.
episode of this podcast, I kind of want to have something to live for. It'd be nice to take care of
Uh-huh.
a little guy or gal.
You
Well, then
are
you-
like a puppy. You are gonna be literally like pew, like squirrel somewhere else.
Hoblet's gonna go find
Maybe.
Magda.
You mean like his dad?
Where is she?
with Mort still.
Okay. So where are we taking her so that she can be safe, Mort?
Sir Ships a lot?
She wants to come on the
It's
ship.
also right now, as to your knowledge, Sir Shipslot is on literally the other side of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe back to the project.
okay. So she's coming with us.
Yes.
Okay.
After the contract signed, Jarrell will be the
Well-
first one to go and open the door.
the eye of the storm is usually safer than the rest of the storm.
Is it a fair statement we should probably rest at some point?
Yeah,
while
I
we're
do
here?
need to. Yeah, I do need to
Charles
take a
kind of
long
heading
rest.
to
Yeah.
to do.
When you
projects.
open the door to the room that was formerly the pantry that brought you in here, if you recall,
Yep.
the door opens and you're literally looking at the sky.
Okay.
Jarrell steps outside, walks 10 feet, and sits down.
As you walk 10 feet, you literally feel gravity shift, and now you almost rotate 90 degrees forward, and now you're on the ground walking
Jarrell is
outside of the
nauseous.
burned down tent that you descended from.
Yeah. I told you there's a fucking trap door there, dude. I knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying.
We went down the trap
Yeah,
door.
we already
What
went
do you
down
say?
it.
No, you went down the spiral staircase
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And now we found the trap door.
But you literally guys just saw Jarrell like walk straight and then like go like 90 degrees forward and then disappear.
Well,
So
And I'm sitting outside by myself.
I'm going to courteously ask Magda, can I help you out of this weird door? And then I'm going to walk out with her.
if you don't touch me.
I love the
Okay.
vocal sound effects.
So you help her by not touching her as she
I'm
leaves.
just like,
Can I just direct you this direction?
God forbid she should fall.
I hope you
I'd
let her
catch her.
fall. Why?
Sure.
She said not to touch her.
Well, if she's falling.
That's a
I mean, that's the nice thing to
No
do.
means no means no, man. She
That's
said
true,
no.
but I mean, at the same time, like, of course, like, I don't know.
She didn't
You have to
sign,
make that
yeah.
decision.
If you fall out of a magical door, you're going to hope somebody catches you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this is how they fall in love.
No.
right. That's how we go to
We're
jail.
not. We're not really shipping
This is
anything
how
here.
we do it.
Choices are what's going to determine what happens here. So
We
she
walk out, though, yeah.
does agree
Yeah.
and follows cautiously behind you, watches you do it, and then when kind of waits for verbal confirmation that you're okay as you walk through the door,
I'm okay.
and then she walks through herself.
Nice.
I'm going right through.
I'm okay.
Yeah, the rest of the people start to follow you guys as they realize that everything's cool,
Yeah.
and they want to get the hell out of this lair. They're helping you carry some of the gold out and stuff.
Aw,
Cool.
So nice of them.
Oh, they're helping Peridot.
Can I ask, have we asked
seriously.
the elder how we transport any of
We have horses and all sorts of different stuff.
this
Yeah.
gas, though? How do we just transport this gas?
Oh, the Omega Project has to come back.
No, you just had to source the land.
just had to find
Okay.
You have a contract now.
We don't have
There's
to
going to be an
actually
agreement. They're going to come build some stuff and pay
mine
these people.
anything.
We,
Perfect.
we got to send someone back to tell them. And
Great.
There's a whole plan. Where were you?
I was there, but like I didn't read the contract.
Dave has the papers.
now,
You can't read, correct?
Who has the papers?
I can read.
Zero.
Yeah, okay.
Has
With-
the papers.
Has the papers.
papers?
with
papers.
where we
Papers.
are in terms of, because we have to get a couple more minerals. There's some things that we can get out this way. Would we trust Hans and Franz to ride back to the Omega Project to let them know that we have the contract?
Well, last time they were alone, they literally got put under a spell.
Only one of them.
I'm just saying.
That was one time.
You can't even. No, you did find the other one.
We
but
should be
still.
able to have trusted couriers at this point, and if
Yeah.
Hans and Franz aren't, then I don't know who is.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could
Agreed.
they could be the couriers. I mean,
Wait.
none of you here will be overseeing the deal
Where the fuck is Magda
Well,
going?
we have this
with you guys.
the contract. to sign.
Yeah, she can't come with us.
Well, we're
Well,
kind
she's
of
in it,
committed
yeah.
now.
No, we should take her back to the project.
Well,
I know it's out of our way, but like she is going to be a liability,
Yeah.
like hands down.
Speak about my almost wife like that.
How would you like us to speak about her?
In a kind and gentle way.
Liability. Okay, so
What are we going to do with this liability?
So do we send her back?
With Hans
Wait.
and Franz?
Hans and Franz, they'll take care of her.
She doesn't know either one of them.
No,
they can't
no.
take care
know
of
any of us.
themselves.
Yes, they can. They can make.
They
can
clearly
make a safe trip.
can't.
Why not?
Very manipulatable.
Manipulative.
I'm
Howard.
not entirely sure that's a word, but I get
I know
I get
this
where you're
gonna
coming
work.
from.
Malleable.
I started the word and I knew where I wanted it to end. Wasn't quite sure.
The,
it
the
was
real
a
question
word,
is
but-
just if we wanted to do two, because it's travel time. We skip
Yeah,
right past
I'll,
it. But
I'll have a conversation in private with her saying that they're
Do
good
we
people
always skip right past it?
and
What?
that the Omega Project is this beautiful oasis where she can be happy. They'll take care of her. She'll get, good health care. God forbid. Everything's going to be fine. I'll check up on her in a little while.
When is a little while?
next week.
Who
Just
are
tell
these
her
people that you are proposing to leave me
next
with?
week. I was
Oh.
saying.
After just promising to protect me.
Well, they'll protect you. They're like part of me. This is my crew, baby.
This is
Mob deep.
you're in charge of these people?
Nah, but like we're like a crew. Like we're all kind of in charge.
Let me meet these people first.
All right. Well, let's introduce them to Hans and Franz.
Is Jarrell now a part of this conversation?
Oh yeah, you've been a part of this conversation the whole time.
Jarrell, I didn't think I was. Jarrell introduces himself to her. I am Lord Jarrell, the Light of House Phelan. This
Of
is,
House who?
Of House Passa, sorry. Good thing you corrected me,
Jesus.
Bagda.
Of house who?
She's never heard of that house, so she
Right.
just wants to be sure you get your story straight.
Right. This is my squire Hans and my minstrel Franz the Soother.
I'm going to say, Franz, play a tasty lick for her real quick.
He attempts to.
He's playing the taste.
Oh, it actually sounds pretty decent. He starts singing a tale of one of Jarrell's previous victories.
So he's going to say to her, I have entrusted them with information of extreme importance to the Omega Project. They will travel with haste, but they are also very responsible in order to protect you along the way.
So let me get this straight, though. You want to send me, along with a 16-year-old kid,
Now,
and this man who's playing the lute.
The alternative is we're going to fight a dragon or some mountain trolls.
Okay, so you can't just take me back though, before you go do those things?
No.
Should we check in with the project, though?
No.
No.
Jarrell is willing to ride back with her.
I mean, I got
Is the project on our way to the next place we're going?
I mean, it can be.
Okay.
It would be maybe a short stop off.
Well, we got to go
That's
and
not
go
a
rest
bad
anyway.
idea.
We should just
Let's
go
just
do
ride
that.
then.
All right. Magda, forget everything that we just told you. You're riding with us. And I let her have Pepper. You know, here's my horse. He's great.
Uh-huh. And then you...
And I use the coconuts.
Who do you let ride with you in the coconuts?
You can bring someone with you if they go in front and put their arms out and start galloping like a horse.
If Franz would like to do that. Oh, you know what, Quinn? Do you raise your hand when I bring the coconuts out? Do you want to ride with me?
I would like a coconut ride, yeah.
The only suggestion I have, well, the only caveat to this, is that periodically you have to just fire a missile off into the air, kind of as
No, I'm not wasting those.
You have a
No, there's
infinite.
3 charges.
I only get 3 every day.
Every day.
Basically.
Well, we're about to go rest anyway.
I'm not a fireworks display.
Yeah, whatever. All right, you can ride with us.
You
Whatever.
are a fireworks display.
True.
I'm like Jubilee.
You have
Sure.
prestidigitation. You can do that for free.
I'm
Oh yeah, can you
Jubilee
just
from X-Men.
Can you please press to digitize fireworks going off?
I could do that.
Okay.
But
there
I
you go.
won't.
See, there's but I won't.
Compromise.
But
Good
I
with that?
won't. But it's a cantrip.
I could
But
do that.
I won't.
And I think
But I'm not gonna.
I think we're settled. So
We're settled. Quinn's coming with me on the coconuts.
Yeah.
Right.
Coconut
No
ride.
fireworks.
So just
Zero
to be
fireworks.
clear, just so remember to remind the audience, as long as you are clapping these coconuts together and making a galloping sound, or no, I don't think you get to make a sound for these. I think as long as you're clapping them together, right? Just clapping the coconuts together, you and a friend can move for 8 hours to the movement speed of a horse.
Yes.
Yep. Cool. You guys are galloping across the land.
Did we rest first?
No.
Somewhere can we ride?
Well, how long is the ride back to
it's
the
a couple.
project?
Been a ride.
Several hours.
Oh,
I
just
feel like we'll be
hours?
all right. Though.
Like 6 hours.
Oh, I thought we were further away than that.
8 hours. 12 hours.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
All right.
So we're 12 hours away. Yeah, we should take
I'm
a
putting
rest
a
here.
stop to this. 12 hours is
Do
fine.
you guys make it do you stay then in the town, or you've already been galloping, I guess, for a little bit? We just kind of got really excited about the coconuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
just
I fired
galloped
out of
off.
there. Yeah. So let's just set up camp if we can.
Yeah, someone give me a survival check to set up camp.
I got you on that.
Okay, Mort is finding you a place to camp.
Do you?
He volunteered.
You shouldn't.
Why?
I'm
Why wouldn't I?
because
It's a 16.
Yeah, it's a decent space. It's
Oh.
a decent place to camp.
I didn't think he.
And didn't. Oh.
You underestimated.
I did. I'm sorry.
I mean,
But I feel like it's safer to underestimate him.
Right. That
It's a safer bet to underestimate him.
hey,
Why do I remember having some sort of skill
in BDS Elm.
BDS mother effing elm? Yes, I have it written down. Do I remember everything that goes into BDS elm? Not a
You're
goddamn
not
chance.
even married
When you
yet.
wrapped yourself in the branches as an outfit, it's literally just like you being able to master using, I guess, weird BDS elm things with tree parts.
So that doesn't give me a Okay. All right.
What?
I'm just saying.
What were you trying to use your BDS Elm proficiency on? Exactly?
Survival, nature, I don't know. Like, it would probably help me out with a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
you've definitely
Magda.
used at least some of the vines off of the larger trees that
To
you
make
know are
some
pretty
switches?
dry. So just like, make weird mesh outfits with before.
Okay.
So great. BDS Elm didn't give him an advantage on finding the campsite. It just gave him half a stock when he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
much.
Well, we found a campsite, so you're welcome, people.
It's pretty good.
I did all right.
Yeah, Magda sets up her own tent.
That's fine. Again, I don't really want that much to do with her at this point. I'm kind of feeling like
Can you be any more like?
fucked up here.
Bipolar?
I was attempting to be PC, but that's where I was going.
Well, you can try to figure out more all you want. You're just not going to.
Okay, how is
Never.
it? Like just a complete teeter-totter as far as emotions?
Yeah,
Are concerned? Yeah.
like just.
I kind of forget that she's with us. I'm just kind of.
You're
I'm s-
terrible.
You're the
setting a
reason
fire.
why she's with us.
I'm cooking the meat slabs up that I got. I'm feeding everybody, and I'm going to bed.
Feeding everybody.
I got 2 huge slabs of meat, man.
There's like 20 people with us now.
Oh, we're taking them all back.
No, I mean, like,
No, it's just no. They're staying there, guy, because they
No.
got to pump the gas.
We're still adding. How many people were there? 13.
Yeah,
that
but
roll
you,
up with
you guys,
us.
no, you rode out a while. Like they're staying in the village.
Who the
no,
fuck knows
no.
what Paradel is?
Our group,
That group is
as in me and Hoblet
And all the
Mort and
retainers?
his 2 slabs of meat is
There's
not
10 of us.
feeding Jarrell.
yeah, right. It's true.
Well,
Yeah, how slabby are these chunks of meat?
they're fucking huge.
They're
Are we
not
talking
that
like
good.
Brontosaurus
Flintstones?
burgers?
Yeah, brontosaurus. But everybody
Like an
gets
appetizer.
1 brontosaurus burger, and I'll roll like a nature check for that.
Dude, where the hell were you?
I'm just saying.
Not in my
I
house.
don't understand.
You just have 2 like slabs of salted meat. Like that's it.
Well, then I feed myself. Fuck everyone else. Fine, and I go to sleep. Good night.
Okay, Mort's in bed.
Probably for the best.
Man, I'm trying to do something nice here.
You really?
For whom?
Yeah.
Cooking a meal for my compatriots is not a nice thing to do.
Maybe when they said, "Hey, Mort, it doesn't really seem like enough food for all of us," you could have been like, "I don't know. Oh, well, I mean, how about we go find some more food then?" Instead of just be like, "Oh no, fuck you guys.
I'm sorry.
You rejected me. I'm going to bed."
Listen, I did what I had with what I had.
Oh, I know.
And I tried to offer at least something to everybody.
I mean, I
you
understand-
shit all over it. I said, fuck you, ate the slabs, and now I'm asleep.
But you
So wait a minute. Do you feel full?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
good.
I mean, you ate 2 slabs of beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Lean
feel
protein.
Quite full. It's gonna be a very deep sleep for you.
Perfect.
Long morning in the woods tomorrow.
I was gonna say you ate enough meat that you seem to think would have fed 12 of us.
You are also sweating. You are sweating a little bit.
ate all of it.
What?
Yeah, ate all of it.
Okay. Are you comfortable?
No.
Okay.
Now.
I have like a little food baby going on.
Good.
I'm like visually uncomfortable.
Wonderful.
In his tent by himself, asleep.
You could just hear me like kind of groaning, like, just like,
This is another temper tantrum.
just like really uncomfortable noises.
Self-destructive person.
This is great.
You guys make me this way.
You just passing the buck, huh?
Typical Mort. Blaming on everybody else.
Was I not just trying to be nice? And then you make me this way.
You ate all the food.
That wasn't all the food, Jarrell.
No.
It's like as soon
No,
as someone, as soon as you feel like someone rejected your advances in being nice, all niceness goes out the window. You're like, no, what? Fuck you guys. I'm not even gonna try to salvage this situation.
Right. Again.
We're going straight to your dicks.
Do you have you not learned anything about me yet?
Really haven't.
Reject me. And bad things happen. I'm sensitive.
And agree with you.
Yeah.
And bad things sometimes happen.
Our,
well.
our characters and us as people have been working with Mort for like, Well, it's people.
Too
A year,
long.
a year at least.
I've done more good than I have harm.
I have
So
come nowhere near understanding more.
These moral quandaries may take us ages to explain, so we're going to move past it.
I might be able to challenge that, but
No, you can't.
That's for another time.
no, you can't.
It depends on whose definition of what we're going with.
Right.
That's kind of the point. So
We all get our long rest and we
you
move
guys
on.
have a long rest. We have a montage. Things happen.
arguing with Mortenance.
Yeah, no, I mean more like a sleeping around, like like making camp, hanging out at a campfire montage.
Howlett's kind of gassy montage.
Camping with the pregnant lady.
Actually, Jarrell, if anything, you have some of the residual gas.
Oh
from
yeah, seriously, we
your
don't talk about
explosive experience with the beholder and some surge of.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about that. When I'm awake, I'm gonna ask you what happened there.
that. It took a while to get out of the.
Yeah, it's
The old
definitely
metal.
it's morning, and you actually see that Mort and Jarrell both go to the woods at the same time.
Uh-oh.
And you know what? While we're like picking out our trees and whatever, we're just shooting the breeze. Me and Jarrell are buds. I'm gonna be like, Jarrell, I don't want to say this in front of the party, bud, but what happened back there with the beholder? You had a pretty sweet attack, but what followed it? Was that just excitement?
As you're saying this to Jarrell, he is just staring
Like
into the woods, like washing his plate armor and just completely ignoring.
Washing his plate armor as
Well,
I'm like
he's trying to
obviously
get
doing
the,
my
he's still
business
trying
in
to
the
get the
woods.
stink out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's doing this very far away from camp.
So you don't say anything to me?
No,
I go, if you ever want to talk about it, buddy, I'm here.
he does not break his stare from directly in front of him.
All right. I do my business to get on.
Yeah, sure. Okay, you guys are on your way.
Yep.
Yep, on our way.
You make it to the project. The airship is now taking more shape. I mean, there's a lot of magic happening here to like assist this project. They're starting to line up the cuts of wood that Paradil and Zero had so lovingly prepared before bringing them down here to form the full shape of the hull of your airship. But a lot of the pieces still haven't been set into the place. They're still kind of floating up there. There's a lot of people concentrating on this project, trying to move things in place, and you see other people, like other wizards who, from the project, who are attempting to fly up there. But you even see one of the guys who's flying. As he's flying, you see his hands like set on fire. And he's obviously not expecting this, and he's like looking at his hands, and he's shaking them, and he's in the air, and he's like, I don't know what to think. He looks very confused and very, very afraid. And so you see him like dive towards the ocean that's over here because it's being built at the coast, and he literally just like dives into the water and then comes out. And he's like, you kind of just hear him in the distance be like, "Help!" Like, very unintended result of a typical fly spell.
Mm-hmm.
He was not very fly at that moment.
No,
No.
no,
Not even for a
not
white guy.
super fly.
How do you know he was a white guy?
Well,
That's profiling.
did you hear that scream?
Oh, that was good. That was, yeah, give him that.
So, anyway, you make it to the project. Dr. Jimothy Merriweather is still here hanging out with the scientists
course he is.
overseeing the project.
Well, can we ask him about that weird event that we just saw? I'm like, hey, man.
Dr. Jimothy Merriweather, don't forget, is part of the Darrakeen Protectorate out of Dragonport.
Correct.
The guys who interviewed you guys. Okay.
Oh, and just be like, have you seen a lot of that going on lately? Like
A lot of
that-
what going on?
That guy's hands just set on fire while I was in the air.
Oh, yes. There's some very troubling things happening with magic these days. I'm not sure if you've noticed any adverse side effects of using a spell.
Well, Mort's going to cast fly and see what happens.
Oh,
Oh, and I also have to roll wild magic.
this
Yes,
is,
you give me a d20 roll,
This
please.
is just.
We're good. 9.
Yeah, you definitely cast fly. Alongside of it, though, you feel, again, a surge of magical energy flow through you, and the next spell you cast may be done so as a bonus action.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
You had the same effect earlier.
Yep.
It's a
Might as
92
well.
again.
Use a bonus action for fun.
He definitely could see that the spell definitely goes off a little bit differently. And he says, yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, that's weird.
I see your hands set on fire, so as you can see, it seems to be a bit unpredictable. And it appears that even your friends here at the project weren't anticipating that, and that's another thing I'm trying to get to the bottom of here.
Is he screaming at me while I'm like 30 feet in the air?
No, he's just talking
Okay.
to the rest of the people.
Okay.
Who are in the actual vicinity.
Okay.
And he says, "Oh, Dilbertrum, you've returned. I can see that you're a bit worse for wear. Why don't you come over here and take a seat? I'll take whatever notes you may have." And you see that they exchange some paperwork, and you see Jimothy kind of files it away in like his satchel, and he continues the conversation with you. So, how is your project going? If you guys recall, by the way, Jimothy was never in charge of any of this operation. He's just here to oversee everything. Like, he has absolutely no part of the Omega Project at all.
Right, but he's the overseer of the project.
No.
He's like the foreman that doesn't
He's
do anything.
just kind of sitting here observing what the project is doing as a honored guest. The real person in charge was B. Bumbleson.
Right. He made the trip too, didn't he?
Yeah, he's here. He's the guy overseeing the project.
We should probably go talk to him.
What did you see out there?
Is he talking to me now?
He's talking to the group.
Yeah.
Were you successful in locating another piece of this thing?
We were.
That's good news. Very good news.
Who's got the contract? Give him the contract.
The contract stays with the Omega Project. Thank you very much.
Well, you got to show him, right?
No, we don't have to show him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the guy that put us
He's
in jail.
an honored guest.
Toblis is noticed.
He was the kind one though.
But again, he's also the guy so far that's like pretty much going to vouch for us. It's us and the stooge that are going to get us back in good graces. So like, I don't
With
know.
who?
Dude, I feel like we shouldn't.
Detective Corporal Bruce Badgerson.
Correct.
Right.
And the Derekine Protectorate.
Who
Guess what?
kind of hate our guts.
Badgerson's on my
So?
list, so
All right.
he can die.
I don't know if I'm gonna kill him, but
Oh, he's on my list. I'm gonna kill him.
I hope you don't say that out loud.
No,
He does.
I mean, not unless we're talking about Badgerson out loud. Unless this whole conversation happened out loud.
usually
I
is.
did interject his name, so
Okay.
I'll give you a pass there. I kind of inserted his name into the conversation.
Shall we find B. Bubbleson?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Dr. Jimothy Merriweather stays with Dilbertrum, who he's kind of consoling a bit. But eventually, as you guys wander your way in, Dilbertrum does follow along.
Great.
As he's wont to do. And you find B. Bubbleson.
Sweet.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. I take it you have returned successful?
0, the contract?
Good news?
Yeah, I hand over the contract and kind of, explain. We use the standard boilerplate license contract with the folks there. We've got decent return on a big enough gas supply that should supply us very easily and benefit the Omega Project.
There's training costs involved with this, but might have to move some gold around. Very well. I suppose, yes, these people do deserve a fair wage. We are, going to be encroaching on their land a bit. I see that they will be retaining ownership. And there's assurances here that the equipment will be maintained and that that we have filled out the proper liability forms and the insurance forms
And
He begins-
just goes through the entire
Oh, that's
list
fantastic!
because
Fantastic!
Zero's
Fantastic! Thank you!
meticulous
Thank you!
like that.
Thank you, Zero. Yes, this should be more than adequate.
There's insurance forms.
Yeah, real
Indeed.
bureaucratic, huh?
Gotta have your insurance papers.
Listen, there is
The project is very intimately aware of how insurance works with us.
Yeah. As you can remember, because you guys did visit their labs many moons ago, and watch things explode, some untested machinery. Like, things get a little dangerous with their tech, especially now that magic is a little fucked up.
Fair enough.
Not only does the Omega Project know insurance adjusters, we wrote all the actuarial tables. We invented 3 new branches of math just to cover it.
This is true. This is all true.
Entirely true facts.
Yes. So, he goes over the deal and everything like that. He says, okay, we will get to work immediately. Thank you. This is perfect. I see that you've brought
I was gonna say.
someone along with you. Who's that? And he points towards Magna.
All right, come back to Earth, and I say, "Oh, Magda, introduce yourself."
Hey, Magna, I just don't know what is happening. These people promised to keep me safe, and they told me that I guess your organization could help. I guess this is all happening so fast.
Show him the ring.
She sighs. You can see that she's already taken it off, and so she.
So she take it out of her pocket.
It's uncomfortable. Yeah,
She doesn't even want to do
It's
hand
kind of-
stuff with you.
yeah, it's a little
Obtrusive?
yeah, exactly. And pulls it out from like a pocket, and
What's Bumbleson's reaction?
he just kind of rolls his eyes at you, and he just continues to focus on her, and say, "Are you in danger?"
Why does everybody think she's in danger?
And
She was in danger.
and
Well, she was.
she
She's great
says-
now.
She says, "No, I don't think so. These people saved me, and the people that I was living with. So, that's how the people who I guess are agreeing to this weird deal. I just need somewhere safe to." Like, I need food, I need shelter. Like, I can try to work, but, like, I need to be able to raise this child and make sure that they are safe. Like, they're going to be here any minute.
Oh, she have twins?
And by any minute, I mean, like, it could be days from now. It could be weeks from now. I don't know.
Yeah, you did say they.
You did say that.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't know. We don't. This is a time where we don't have, like, fancy tests to figure out.
We're using they as the gender neutral
Yeah.
pronoun,
You just
not
need
the
to be-
they
yes.
as in the
there's multiple.
baby
No,
pronoun.
Right.
they as in I have no idea who this child is going to be.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I definitely was on the same page.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
were on the same one. Oh,
there's more
shit,
than
like-
one.
Have a whole colony over here. Well, I'm going to ask
guys
Bumbleson,
disappoint
I'm going to say, well, everybody else, they're working mining gas, that's no place for her to, to be around. That's not helpful to her and her unborn child. Is there any place that we could, any way that she could stay around the project and be taken care of and eat with your people and feel safe and comfortable?
I mean, if you could maybe help contribute a bit to this unforeseen.
I throw 100 gold at him.
Yeah. Oh, that's sure. We can help put her up here
Jesus.
with us. We'll keep her sort of in the.
I had to grease this guy's wheels. Are you kidding me? To keep a pregnant woman safe?
You took on this responsibility.
But again, this
Yeah,
guy literally.
You took it
This
on.
guy
Roman
literally
hard
just
for
shook
your
me down.
Fiance.
No, I don't have sympathy for you.
He just had to move a shitload of gold around to pay for this big project here.
Right.
So maybe, since you're just being like throwing this person on him, like, here, you deal with this situation now.
Right.
How about you pony up a little bit, you selfish bastard?
I gave him 100 gold. I don't understand why he's mad.
Well, because you're complaining about it.
I'm just
You're
saying, he
begrudge-
shook me down. Did he not shake me
He
down?
did not shake you down. You're
That fucking
asking
dude
him
shook
to do
me
you a
down.
service.
Right.
He nudged you down.
Which is enough.
And
like a weak shit.
she looks at everyone but Mort and says, I mean, she does eventually. You're the last one she looks at. Then it means nothing. And she says, will I see you again? Like, are you just going to leave me here?
Well,
Oh my god.
Dude, what were you, Magda, what were you going to do otherwise?
we left our magical flying airship here. We'll be back.
Well, that's good news, at least. It's just all happening so fast. I just feel like I've been
Give
in
some
one
handy,
crazy situation
fall in
into
love.
another, and it's so much stress.
Well, relax. Sit
Our
down.
Magda, our life is one crazy situation. How best to put it? Yesterday, that's an average Tuesday for us.
That is terrifying.
You were
Yes.
mind controlled.
We're not pushing you away. We're just trying to leave you with a life slightly less frightening for a couple of days.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you're just leaving me with a bunch of strangers. I just want.
It's high maintenance.
She is very high maintenance. I did not know this going into the situation.
Promised to protect me.
Well, have we not protected you so far? Do these people not look like they know what they're doing? Does this not feel like a safe place?
you asked
Did
me
they
to
not
marry
just-
you yesterday.
Intimidation.
Just saying. I mean,
You're a terrible person.
I feel like I've provided a lot here, and you do not seem happy about it.
I think
and I'm
you.
sorry
I
if
think
it's not
all
enough.
of you. I thank all of you for your assistance in helping me here. I would probably be dead without you. That's no doubt. Thank you. Thank you.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now we feel validated, and we can move on.
You just
Right.
can understand that someone in my situation might be a bit stressed, and maybe it's hard. I haven't made enough time to express my gratitude to all of you.
Are we
Calm
like
down.
standing
No.
in a circle?
Oh no,
Are we,
Mort's
like,
just
standing
really
in a
high
circle?
maintenance.
Think about the baby.
Are we?
Calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Oh, Kiri, I'm done.
2 seconds of trying.
This is why I don't settle down.
I'll stay here. I'll
Yeah.
find somewhere.
Well,
We promise.
Thank
We're
God.
coming back for our airship.
We will be back.
I don't think she
Hopefully
cares.
she won't
I'm
be
sure
here.
she'll like everybody else more than us anyway, so I'm not shook
You're
about
probably
it.
doing the best thing you can.
Probably doing her a favor.
All right.
Man, I really made a mistake here.
I mean, you dragged her into this mess, so like you had to deal with the situation. I'm not going to just let you get away with that.
In an ideal world, how did you see this playing out? We're an adventuring party, and you're trying to take on a wife.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Eventually, I got to slow down.
Hose,
quitting?
I mean, bros before hoes, man.
What?
Right.
And don't call her. I'm gonna slap Quinn for calling her a hoe.
And I block his slap.
You can't
She
do that.
is a hoe.
I'm
can't
dexterous
do that.
Strength check, competitive strength roll, please.
versus a dex check.
No, you guys are just having a slap fight.
Okay. Perfect. Can we just leave her and go now,
Can
please?
we leave?
For
Can
the
we
love
go?
of God.
You can't do that.
Okay.
What shall we do next, gentlemen?
Right. That's what I was trying to push this
Yeah.
When?
woman out of the way. I kept.
Just like shove her over.
Just
Push
I
this
know,
pregnant
guys-
woman out of the way.
I try to teach you guys a lesson in compassion.
No.
Did you? You just made us
have
very
no
annoyed
idea.
at her.
Yeah, it was actually more annoying than anything.
I hate you.
That's just the truth of it.
She got very high
She
maintenance.
just
That's
was.
very
She
true.
wants us. She wants us to protect her. We bring
And
her
on
somewhere
top of it,
safe.
I guess
now
I'm
she's
just-
pissed we're leaving.
And
I don't
Zero was
understand.
the one that gave her like a beautiful chat first off.
Yeah.
And then she was still like,
And
"You
that
guy's a fucking
ring."
robot. And I
Yeah.
gave her a ring.
Yeah.
fucking ring, man.
Good ring.
I guess I'm just.
It's a ring by implication only.
Is it? Was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Trolls or dragon?
So,
Trolls.
wait, what about the trolls?
We need Sky
Were there
Obsidian
trolls? No.
Giants. not trolls.
Oh, they were giants.
right.
There were
I'm
cloud
sorry, the
giants.
Cloud giants.
Yeah, I said
Who would
trolls
be
earlier.
incredibly offended if you compared them to trolls.
Well, I'm sorry. We just got trolls on the brain. Everybody likes the ring
I
so
was
much.
thinking about the ring. I'm sorry.
yeah, I
the
mean, I guess
cloud-
you could go find a troll if you want to, but like no one's asking you to.
Cloud giants or dragon, gentlemen?
Where was the Sky Obsidian?
In the
In-
mountains to the north of where you guys are now.
And the giants had what?
Sky obsidian,
That was it.
which is used.
They are the
which
cloud
is,
giants.
Which is used for the ballast of this airship.
So, and then what were the other? And then we need to get the dragon's wings and what else?
That's it.
Just those two things.
Oh, and I'm sorry, you have to capture
Elemental.
an air elemental. Yes.
I feel like that's going to probably happen along the way while we're in the sky and
closest?
clouds.
What's closest?
Honestly, it's what does your heart desire?
Well, do you want to fight a dragon or do you want to fight a bunch of troll giants?
No, they're
We
not
don't.
trolls.
We don't
They're
have to
trolls.
fight.
No,
We don't have to
fucking
fight
around.
any of these things
Yeah, who
potentially.
said we have to fight them?
Well, I'm assuming that we're going to try to take something. We're not going to persuade
The
them.
cloud giants are
intuition.
very protective of the sky obsidian as it is a sacred stone for them.
Right.
So there would be a great deal of negotiation required, or
Or we can Jack and the Beanstalk that shit.
Yeah. And we can just jack the motherfucking obsidian.
they don't actually live in the clouds. Like they're actually like they live in the mountains in the clouds.
So in the clouds.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
clouds, but like they don't.
I'm hearing they live in
Not
clouds.
in the
So we can
clouds.
still jack in the beanstalk up like
Yeah.
90% of the
Right.
mountain.
We're still climbing.
So where would we find an air elemental? Because we know we're going to the mountains.
That you're about to ask me where you can find some magic beans, and I'd be like, it's mine, man.
Assuming in the clouds would be the air elemental.
Yeah.
I
You
would
think
assume.
so?
No,
Well-
I mean, you guys found an air elemental in the desert, even. Like,
Yeah.
you can kind of find them in areas where there's just high winds.
Well, I would assume that would be in the top of the mountains.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Okay. Mountains?
Yeah. Mountains.
Sure, why
Is
not?
anybody more in a dire mood to go after a dragon right now?
No, I'll be honest with you. Dragons
Dragon might be
kind
in
of
the mountains,
suck.
too.
Yeah.
And there's-
the dragon might be in
And
the
there's
mountains.
dragons, like, I mean, there's many different habitats and environments that dragons live in. So, I mean, you could find them literally anywhere.
Like in the mountains?
I mean, that is also. That
Are we
is-
gonna one-stop shop this shit?
So also bringing into account that we don't necessarily know where the dragon is or where the air elementals are.
No, you just have a general.
We know
idea.
for a fact where this obsidian is.
Correct.
Yes.
So let's go get the obsidian.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
You guys
Yeah,
go do
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Is everybody in agreement?
Yep.
Yes.
Can we put our hands together and then say something like
Don't fucking touch me.
Cloud
Magda.
Giants on 3? Don't say Magda on 3. No.
No, Magda. Isn't it?
Oh, Magda. Can we all chant Magda on 3? please? For the love of God, put our hands in, chant Magda, then leave. Is everybody in agreement to that? Because that's
Yeah.
great.
No.
Damn.
No.
Why? She's out of our lives now.
All right, yeah, me and Hoblet do that.
You're really supportive of Mort's fiance.
On 3, Hoblet. 1, 2, 3.
Magda.
You look exhausted.
I'm tired, but I'm happy for the divorce.
The impending-
Congratulations.
Well, it's just really we're just canceling. Well, we're not even. I don't even know
Why are
what
you
we are.
excited for the divorce? Are you going for like the Mac method here or something?
Oh, are you swooping in on my chick?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You're
No.
gross
I got
anyway.
my
She's not
Magnum
gonna like it.
condom. I got my.
Your
I got my-
Magda condoms.
No.
That's no.
I hate you guys
Oh.
so much.
That's too much.
so much.
Oh.
Too far.
I forgot
bad.
what else he said.
Off to the obsidian.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys, I guess, start making your way north.
All right.
Um,
I'm clacking the coconuts up there.
oh yeah, this is your one use today.
Yeah.
For
Uh-huh.
8 hours.
Yeah, you got about 8 hours worth of riding. That's good.
I mean, I'm also like, along with me, I have Pepper tethered to a rope, riding along with me as she's like around my waist, like
you guys are galloping majestically together.
Okay.
Who's on Pepper?
No one, unless you want to be on Pepper.
I thought I was in front of you.
He's got his own.
You have
horse.
your horse too.
Right.
We just have a bunch of horses. We have a lot of horses.
We do have a lot of horses.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to be sure that when this coconut runs out, I still have a fucking horse to ride.
I mean, you will.
Okay.
In 8 out. Yeah.
But like, I mean, 8 hours is pretty solid for
Yeah.
a day of riding. But it's gonna take you a while to get up to the mountains. Takes you about 2 or 3 days just to get to the base of like where the trails start. There's some like really rough trails that go up into the mountains. I'll address that in a minute. You guys have feeling like you guys have accomplished a lot, over the, short period of time in some questionable matters, but you think that as you guys have rest here, like you kind of feel just like the experience and the things you've been through have really taught you some valuable lessons, and some maybe unlocked some hidden potential within you, as you are all now a level 11.
Yeah.
Sweet.
This is like the best session ever.
I begrudgingly reward you with this. No, I'm just kidding. You guys did a fantastic job. You're just, morally corrupt.
We really are.
So
Bad.
I don't know if it's that bad. It's pretty
it's
great.
pretty fucking bad. Sometimes, not all the time. You guys have your redeeming moments.
We try.
But as you guys are starting to get into the mountains, you can realize very quickly that any paths or like trails begin to slowly, well, actually, no, I'm sorry, very quickly it's like stop being much of anything besides you're just kind of looking where like the next like flat stone could be, that you could kind of make your way up. You know, I'm gonna need someone to kind of maybe try to start blazing the trail because it's starting to get very much more difficult to get up here.
Does anybody have survival?
Kinda, yeah.
That guy over there.
I
named
do.
Mort.
I wouldn't mind.
So do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead the pack here. Kind of see what I can find. Everybody's, I'm assuming, staying back, and I'm kind of reporting back to see, or is everybody just following me?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I'd say we're kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna
yeah,
be
we're
like,
sort of following a little bit behind you, letting you establish, and then
okay,
we're moving up.
all right,
Make me a survival check.
sure.
I've definitely got 0.5 in sort of a low gear traction mode while we're going up.
I don't love it. That is gonna be a 19.
Yeah. You're able to kind of get everybody at least, to start climbing some elevation. You eventually are able to kind of find at least some decent paths to take where you and the animals you're traveling with are able to climb with relative ease. You also notice that Peridil has actually joined you and is riding along. You can hear that you can see the clip is actually talking to him this entire time too, saying like, "Yeah, your friends are trying to just find their way through the mountains. You should just not do anything." And he's just kind of nodding along with it.
I'm just gonna keep telling the clip to shut up every time it talks.
So he just like appears?
Yeah, he's been riding with you for a little while. You don't really know when he started riding with you.
Or if ever stop riding with us.
Yeah. He just kind of came up real quietly. And just kind of riding with you.
I feel like that's kind of like, I mean, isn't that like worrisome that we didn't even realize that somebody snuck up with us and then just joined our party again?
It feels like a very like Magnificent Seven moment.
Yeah.
Like just like he just kind of like blends in with the group and we all just kind of like nod at him. And just
Hey
keep
guys.
going.
That wasn't me, Zach.
No, it was me. Fair Lodi, it's me.
All right, so we're moving our way up.
Moving on up.
To the mountainside.
Right.
To the destination.
Yeah, it starts. I mean, it's going to be a long journey climbing up. It starts getting colder as you continue to ascend.
Okay.
Thankfully, you're assisted by your horses and whatnot, so the climb isn't as arduous as it would be. But eventually, the horses begin to get tired. Elevation is pretty steep. It's starting to get colder. You guys have been at this for a few hours now. What do you want to do? Like it's starting to get like darker, and a little harder to see because there's not really. I mean, it's dark vision, you know what I'm saying, but it's starting to get darker out.
We gotta set up a camp.
Think so?
And it's starting to get. You guys are getting a little chilly up here.
All right.
I wouldn't say like you can kind of see where the frost begins. Like you're not necessarily there yet. You still got a ways to go, but it's like the temperature's starting to drop a bit as you're raising an elevation.
We don't want to sleep in the snow.
Yeah,
Right.
we should. Yeah, all right. then
And your
let's set up camp.
horses seem a bit winded as the elevation has changed quite a bit.
Give Pepper a little break.
Yeah. Even you guys are like just like like have it. You can definitely tell you're taking shorter breaths.
All right.
Yeah. So you make some camp. Are you guys like? How do you guys do it this time? Are you guys setting up any like watch? I mean, I feel like Zero never sleeps. He's kind of always permanently on watch.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely doing a watch.
Always.
You guys are really lucky that you have sort of a sleepless sentry with you right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I'll
very.
stay up with Zero for a little bit, hanging, rapping, talking about life,
Oh boy.
machinery.
How do you feel about that, Zero?
Zero's a little busy working a few new parts into Reason.
I'm just
Yes,
gonna.
now that he's hit level 11, he now has 2 extra attacks, so attacks 3 times per turn. And Reason needs to be able to keep up with the new demands.
Right. Right. Understood. Yeah. You're like, okay, this thing's obviously not fast enough for me. It must be faster.
Yep.
Build it better, stronger, faster. Yeah.
I can't go getting showed up by, the other servant of Valen doing more damage. That just wouldn't do.
I love how there's this like constant competition between all of the divine characters or the divine like magic characters. If you have no magic, you're just kind of like inspired
Yeah.
or like an avatar of this. Yeah, it's a very strange relationship,
The ghost of a dead god of war is hitchhiking inside me.
pretty much. It's kind of how it works.
That's kind of a beautiful sentiment, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
The way he put it, yeah, it kind of
Good.
sounded nice.
Jesus is my co-pilot, except it isn't Jesus.
Yeah.
He's riding shotgun, literal shotgun.
Yeah, the actual
I'm
shot.
picturing
He is holding a shotgun.
great shotgun toting Jesus right now.
I mean, those photos exist.
I'm
Just
sure
in
they
time
are.
for Easter, by the way.
I'm sorry, Republican Jesus is riding literal shotgun.
There it is. So, yeah, you guys make camp. At night, there is some commotion in the area you find yourself in. 'Cause you're back up towards like the woods again. Like these are the woods, like at the base of this mountain, were the woods that you found the dryads in.
All right,
And a lot of those trees have extended up these mountain ranges.
the woods.
And you hear just like, I don't know, almost feels like a rumbling. But it's not, it doesn't sound like it's very close. It's pretty far away. Like you don't feel it, you just hear it. As well as the sound of like a few birds every now and again, like some like hawks or something.
I feel like every time we hear something in the distance, it's like something that's going to swoop down on us. I feel like that's happening.
I'm just
often.
hoping this isn't an avalanche.
That could be too. Can I just roll insight check? Just
Sure.
Does this make any sense to me? Oh, it's just a straight 19.
Okay.
I thought I had. I thought I had
not
some.
I mean, 19's fine. Yeah.
No, it's great. Yeah, I'm happy.
great-
But I was
great
ready
roll.
to add, and no.
Your insight tells you that whatever this is definitely doesn't seem like it's a threat right now. You don't feel threatened by it, but you feel, I don't know, it's not like a comfortable sound.
So I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're concerned, but not immediately threatened. That's how you're feeling. That's what your insight's telling you.
I'm assuming this is going to be an avalanche.
You don't feel like it might be an avalanche. You're not really sure though. But I mean, that's just your feelings.
That's all I got.
It's your insight. Fuck.
All right.
Your gut's telling you it might not be an avalanche, but I mean it's kind of a concerning sound. But I'm not like super chill. I mean, I'm still kind of chill about it. That's what your gut's telling you.
I mean, the shitty gut reaction, but yeah, okay. I'm
But it's
okay
a
with it.
trustworthy one.
All right. I don't do anything with that knowledge. I just let it be.
Okay. After about 20 minutes, the rumbling stops. And it's back to just normal.
The tried and true method
Ambience.
of ignoring a problem until it goes away.
I was just about to say.
Really worked out well for me this time. Never usually works out well for me.
Yeah, I know. It's true. You guys make, so yeah, like rest of that night passes kind of uneventfully. It was just that weird kind of 20-minute time span where you're just like, what's going on? Zero heard it too. Not sure if you questioned it at all, but obviously nothing was really too threatening, so I think we're pretty cool.
Yep.
And everybody wakes up in the morning. It's a fresh new day. You can see that Dilbertram comes out of his tent. He's wearing like a full parka.
Well, at least he's prepared.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like it's like way too big for him too. So like he's just kind of like, you just kind of lose him in there.
I'm gonna tip my cap to him and say, "Stooge." Is it like a good morning, like a nice thing?
Kind of stands there motionless, it seems like.
Okay. Then let's press on. Let's just keep climbing.
Do we leave the horses, or do we bring them with us?
I don't really want to lose a horse, and I feel like this might. I'm assuming that this terrain is too.
It's going to probably continue to get more difficult as
Okay.
you climb.
Let's leave them. So
and this
that
is
we're
a
not
safe
stuck
area.
here.
We can kind of ascertain that this is a good spot
I
to
wouldn't
like,
leave
leave a
them
camp.
too long. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like it's, yeah.
Well, it's either they
safe
die
enough.
trying to climb a hill, or we leave them here and hope
Yeah,
that they're
it's safe
on their way
enough,
back,
but
yeah.
yeah, you want to make sure you just kind of like give them blankets and like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
make sure they're protected.
All right,
Maybe
then.
Del Bertram will watch them.
Oh, 0.5 can do something maybe. I don't know.
Right. So can my.
At least
Hans and
0.5 won't freeze to death.
That's very true. 0.5 will not freeze to death. Because
That's good.
0.5 is not I mean, okay, it's alive, I guess. It's just not entirely.
A hybrid.
But we'll
Biological.
We'll
Yeah.
say that Hans, Franz, and Manservant are all minding the horses while we continue on.
All right. I mean, I trust Manservant because he can probably fuck something up. Hans and Franz, they ain't doing shit.
Franz actually asks Mort if you have a spare warm outfit he could borrow.
Yeah, I guess.
What do you give him?
All right.
I guess that's a secondary question behind what is he wearing?
Yes, it is. That is also a secondary question because I'm assuming you guys are probably updating to more appropriate clothing.
Yeah. Well, Jarrell just pretty much has this big, like, almost rug of a coat that he has on over his armor.
Yeah.
All right. I give Franz a bunch of colored turkey feathers. Like a lot of them. They're not necessarily fashioned in a way that is like a traditional outfit. Like he's gonna have to figure it out for himself. Like you can tell there's like a hole for his head.
Like, yeah, but he's like just moving the fabric around trying to figure out where the front is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have a hard time with that. I give Hans just like,
That's the squire.
yeah. I mean, he's kind of important. I just give him a big velvet sash that like covers his whole body. Like it's huge. Like I guess, but like you know what I mean. He can use it as a blanket. He can use it as a scarf. Like he can use it as like a bodysuit. Like
Manservant
use it in a
seems
lot
to
of
be
ways.
fine.
okay.
Yeah, he's
But what are
complete-
you wearing?
Well, obviously my my winter adventuring gear.
Again, when you say that,
Right. Obviously.
you need to actually explain what that means.
A big USSR type, like fur hat.
like a Cossack hat, or
Yeah,
something?
like that's the one. Yeah.
like.
Then
okay.
instead of USSR, it just says Hokov.
he got these made somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do my own sewing. Like I'm my own seamstress here.
Okay.
Do you have that skill?
That's just the hat. What else you got? Is that it? Please tell me that's not it. Please
can't,
no.
no.
Please no.
No,
You
I'm
will
still
freeze
wearing.
to death.
Yeah, I'm wearing like man Uggs and
Mugs.
mugs. I'm wearing mugs.
I didn't know there was a different men's version of
There is, yeah, there is.
Yeah, Tom Brady pedals them.
I feel like,
He
like
does.
You sure? Because I feel like Tom Brady would just wear the original Uggs.
Oh my God. Let's move on from Tom Brady. I'm tired of talking about that motherfucker.
Fine.
I feel like a onesie of like a polar bear or something.
No, it's
like
elephant skin.
pajamas.
And
Elven skin. There's
Yeah.
half elves. You're a half elf.
That's a crime.
You can wear.
Wait,
Did you
Why
say-
not?
that's illegal.
Wait, did you say
Yeah.
elven or
elephant,
Yeah.
not
Oh, I
elven
thought
skin.
he
I was gonna say, man, like,
that
dude,
was
I
definitely
was
not
gonna
what
say,
I
who the
heard.
fuck's
am I
skinned an
skinning?
elf?
I'm not
'Cause
skinning
I'm
elves.
gonna, I'm gonna start getting pissed.
I'm
We
skinning.
gotta
it.
skin like 3 or
Skin-
4 of them to make a coat.
I'm skinning
Right.
elephants.
That's
and the,
fucked up too, though.
You're
Right.
right. That's
I mean, don't get me wrong. That's still not great.
No.
But
whatever.
at least they're not,
the
not
tusks.
skinning people.
The tusks come out in an upward fashion from my chest.
the tusk. Is it? Are you wearing like the elephant's head as
No, they're just fashioned onto the front of the shirt.
where?
Like two horns, like coming out of like
Is it real?
Your
my chest. Oh, it's all real.
two horns coming out of your chest.
Very warm. And then like one feather earring. And I'm ready.
What the fuck?
How are you?
Yeah.
I really don't want to ask where the trunk, if there's a trunk or not. I really don't want to.
Well, you know where the trunk's
No,
at.
God damn it.
That was kind of self-explanatory.
So you are wearing essentially its head on.
Yeah, but like kind of all pieced together.
pieces.
That's that's so grotesque.
You wanted to know.
I did. I regret asking.
But don't you always regret asking?
No, not always, actually.
This time I regret.
This
that
time
you
I
asked.
regret that I
You
asked.
guys aren't quite sure if it's real or not, and I don't tell you when you ask.
That's fair. Okay.
We'll leave that up to the gods there.
So, the rest of you in your appropriate clothing start climbing the mountain.
Zero is wearing literally the same thing he always wears.
And Peridot's along with you. And the wind starts picking up. And you guys are starting to get into, I mean, so you can see some snow blowing around here as you guys are getting a little bit closer to the clouds and as the temperature continues to drop. Visibility becomes a little bit more difficult. It gets to the point where some of the gusts like become increasingly more intense, and you think you almost see like through the visibility, like, like the low visibility here, what almost appear to be like a small cyclone in the distance.
Who has rope? Or anything we can like fashion ourselves together with, like, you know what I mean? So we all don't like blow off this mountain or nothing bad happens
You
to
all
us.
have rope.
Yeah, we've all got rope.
So can we all just like tether ourselves kind of like together?
You're the only one that's gonna blow away.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of for my own safety. I'll tie the front end to the trunk, and then I'll just hand it back to the rest of the group to tie it to themselves and their rope.
Jarrell ties it around himself.
Okay. So it's Mort, then Jarrell.
Jarrell doesn't pass. There's no need for anybody else to be worried about being blown.
Right.
You don't think so? I feel like you never
No.
know. I mean, it doesn't
I mean,
do
Howlett's
anything.
got a pretty low center of
Yeah.
gravity.
But it doesn't do anything to. It
And
doesn't
I'm a
hurt to do
mountain
it.
dwarf.
I'm just saying. I'm
Right.
trying to help the party out
I
here.
don't. No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good, man.
Your
Alright.
beard has like almost is starting to freeze at this point, and it's like totally natural for you.
And Trixie will weigh you down anyway. Well, it's half
Not yet.
half the weight now. So
No, he hasn't fashioned it yet.
okay.
I need to.
You need someone to do that for you, like Paradil.
Right.
Hey, Paradil.
Well,
Well, that's rude.
I need a forge.
Fight Needle LaForge.
Right.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, you keep going. The wind continues to pick up. Things get even harder to see. You can almost feel like the almost like the icicles of like the snow, like kind of just like it blowing sideways now, like kind of like licking your face, you know. And it's like it's just it stings a bit to be out here. So Hoblet's making like a licking motion, like he's trying to catch them in his mouth.
Is
So
it
what
like
about
piercing
this,
his tongue as he like sticks his tongue out trying to catch these icicles?
No, it's just it definitely stings a bit, but maybe he's like glutton for punishment. Who knows?
It's true.
So about this little miniature cyclone up ahead.
Yeah, I mean it seems to be darting around a bit, but it's like kind of staying in a general area.
Do we have the with the Ghostbusters box or?
Yeah,
Pokeball
how
or
does one
whatever?
exactly capture an air element?
We did it before. We just needed. We still have to have the box.
You have the box,
Oh, we have the box. Okay, good.
and you had to fight it last time, and weaken it.
Does anybody know
Capture
what
the
an air
box.
elemental would look like? Is that one?
You all have done this before.
Yes, but
seems
it came at
vaguely
us.
elemental shaped.
I believe it looks similar.
Yeah, when you were when
Yeah,
King was not.
I was in a coma. I think.
Are we just gonna go start hacking at this cyclone, hoping that it's an air elemental?
Well, what's the worst case scenario?
No,
we
wait.
hack at some air and we look like assholes to, Bilbertram?
Ourselves.
Or it blows
Yeah,
us off the mountain. That might suck.
You're still tied to me. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Let's go attack it.
So you guys are
How
kinda
far
just-
away are we from it?
I mean, you're still like a few hundred feet away from it.
Am I in
But-
within 150 feet of it?
No. A
I would-
few hundred.
I would like to get to about
Oh.
150 feet of it.
Ooh.
What?
A few hundred. Never mind.
A few hundred. I mean, I really like. I feel like I have to keep saying it because it just feels like you guys are really.
Is it a
latching
few
onto
hundred?
the- Yeah.
Okay, let's walk to less than that and to about 150 feet.
Yeah. You like. So the wind is now much stronger here. It's become so hard to see that you literally can't tell where this cyclone is anymore.
I'm gonna just throw a fireball out there in the general direction.
Great. We're gonna hold there for a second, and I'm gonna call the episode right there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
As Mort throws a fireball
What's gonna happen?
into the darkness? Question mark.
Pretty much like just
Into the wind.
Yeah.
The
and-
windy-
and
the
into a
windy
wind-
soul.
The
but-
windy darkness.
Okay, I'm just gonna write that down real quick. Mort throws fireball into the storm.
Way to go, Falstaff.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to hit it. Why not?
As per Mort. Pew pew.
Oh, you could have did that.
That's what I was trying to do, but you threw the fireball before. I
Well,
was
you were
done,
taking too long.
Clearly. I was kind of hoping to use True Strike to gain an advantage, but then I realized I don't need advantage with the.
No.
I need
So,
to learn to use
guys.
Magic Missile.
Friends, listeners, first-time homebuyers.
Second time home buyers too. We got love for you too.
Nope.
If you liked us, you could find us on the internet. We're on such places as Twitter and Instagram at Hapless Heroes. We have a Discord server that is pretty sweet, where we have some really amazing discussions, share photos and whatnot. I mean, this we do them on Instagram too, but I forget a lot. I'm pretty terrible. Anyways, the Discord server, you can have some really strange and fun and awesome discussions with us. Anything from world building to gameplay stuff to even just completely off-topic discussions like is chili a soup, which we've addressed in the past. If you really, really, really like us, you can leave us a 5-star review, though, on the podcast service of your choice. We really appreciate the kind words that a lot of you have left for us. We've gotten reviews from all over the world, and it's pretty ridiculously awesome how cool it is to just be able to, I guess, bring this really strange cast of characters to you and you actually like it.
Yeah, thanks for being as weird as us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We don't find that often.
Right. It's really it's shocking. And what's even more shocking is that we actually have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/HaplessHeroes, where you could potentially donate money to us and get some really cool stuff in return, and then we put that money back into making this show awesome so that you can keep listening to it if you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
We have some behind-the-scenes audio. We have some bloopers. We have some unreleased episodes. We have character sheets. There's so much crap on there. I can't even remember. I can't get it straight. Also, we actually had received our first $20 donor.
I was waiting. I thought you were going to say a tasteful nude request because...
I believe that's Optimus Primus. And one of that reward is actually to submit a story arc to the show for us to integrate later. And he had sent us something that Dave and I had reviewed, and we're like, holy shit, this is amazing. Let's take liberties with this.
All right.
So thank you. You'll expect to hear that at some point in the future.
It's going to be pretty great.
It's going to be pretty soon, too, I can imagine. If you love us, really, really like us, super love us, I don't know, Sally Field and the whole deal, you will, at least once a week, if not once a day, go up to a complete stranger and honk at them.
Yes.
And then
That's good.
tell them to listen to our podcast.
More to
Honk.
prove. If you can find a way to convey that by just honking at them,
Yes. In fact, you can
encourage.
If you manage to do that by only speaking in honks,
You can use visual cues as well. Like,
you
don't
can.
make it hard on yourself.
but if you write it down, that's just cheating.
Correct.
Unless you write it down in honks, in which case now that's next level shit.
Yeah. Please do that. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Also, videotape this experience.
I feel like honking, but holding up like Wile E. Coyote signs would also work.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd be into that, but all those things would say are honk.
Or just pictures of geese.
I would accept that. Wow, I don't think I've ever done one of those.
That was pretty good.
Actually, I feel like I always leave it up to one of you guys. So sorry for stealing the spotlight, but at the same time, no, sorry, not sorry. Fuck you guys.
You won.
I
You did win.
Yeah,
The spotlight was available for us, and we didn't take it.
that's right.
It's here. It shines on all of us.
It's all.
You did you.
It's all you.
But obviously, it's not just about me. It's about this lovely cast of characters who I will now introduce. We're going to my right this time. John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Until next time.
Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
I can't wait to pew pew.
Dave as Zero, Valen's Avatar of War.
Good night. Good night.
Massimo as Morton Mac, aka Gorgeous Mort.
Is it too late for an annulment?
And James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Feels good to be back on the mountain.
And I'm Francesco. I've been your host and DM. We will see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Bye.
You guys are great.
Bye. 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 Painful.
Oh, he definitely got that one.
Yeah.
Ah.